I am here with Mathews Nelpurackal, recent graduate of the Business Accelerator. Mathews, tell us about yourself. Where are you from and what do you do?
All right, well, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you for having me here, Brian. This is such an honor. I'm a huge fan of yours. It's been a year, but always just viewing you from the other side of the screen, never thinking that I would ever have this opportunity, even sit right across you. You definitely mean a lot to me. All right,
Thanks,
so
man.
yeah, absolutely. So Brian, my name's Mathews. I'm from I was born in India. I was brought up in the United Arab Emirates and educated in the United States. Basically, I'm an engineer by training, so I learned mechanical engineering and industrial engineering. Did that for about 8 years. Actually 8+ years, and I worked in the oil and gas services. So this was back in Dubai. So I work as a testing, inspection, and certification engineer in Dubai, and it's been an interesting experience. Taking taking the whole idea of East meets West, coming from that standpoint where I'm in the East, but when I went to the West, I just thought everything was pitch perfect in the West. And when I actually went to the United States, I was like, wow, it's a great country and I love America, but I definitely saw the teachings as well that taught me down there was that there's so much that the East and the West can complement each other, and it's so important that they both embrace just both aspects of that. So that's more my background.
Okay. And were you kind of in a transition in your life when you were thinking about doing other things? Is that what brought you to us?
Yeah, so I was always a fan of the show, but pretty much last year, I think it was a episode where you said are you sick of where you are? Right now. I started this business, so I started a YouTube channel called Business Talks Matter, but I never really did anything with it. I didn't, and with this course, it definitely helped me, pretty much solidify a lot of things that I had a lot of doubts in, and you kind of helped me puzzle all the pieces together, which was critical. And I did not have that solution. I came into it thinking that, I'm just gonna start a YouTube channel and that's it, and everything's gonna work out for me. But it's apart from the case. And then a buddy of mine, shout outs to him, Oscar from smartphonecoachingsystem.com. He told me about this guy. He was there's this guy Brian Rose. You need to go. We were doing these desert seminars in the United Arab Emirates, and we're doing these goal-setting workshops there. So, I'm explaining to him this model. I'm saying, I started this YouTube channel, but, I don't know what to do about it. And he's like, yo, check out this guy, Brian Rose, London Real. You're really going to like him. He has what you're looking for, the answers. So I'm like, okay, well, I said, it doesn't hurt. I'm definitely going to check out his channel. And I saw the episode and I was like, wow, this guy has it. He has a persona, he's meeting people, he's doing great things, but I'm I just couldn't understand how you're actually running a business, doing what you do. And I'm I love what you do. I'm just sitting right across somebody, having that face-to-face conversation, that in-depth stare. And I love your stare, by the way, the Clint Eastwood stare down. That's epic, Brian.
Thank you for that. We're going to get your stare game up soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
And so what made you actually decide to go ahead and pull the trigger on the Business Accelerator? Because, it's an investment in time and money.
And money, yeah.
Why?
Well, pretty much that comment that you made saying that, where are you? I didn't do anything for a year. And I basically opened up a domain name, businesstalksmatter.com. That was it. That was the just the height of what I did for a year. And then this opportunity comes up and Brian's I'm doing this business accelerator, and like Chris Albert, like I heard about Chris before London Real. So he's there as well in the course. So then I was like, this is like a no-brainer. Brian Rose, Chris Albert, come on. I mean, this has to be like, this is just a great thing to get on. So I was like, I was just hoping that I'd actually get in. So I was very glad when I got your email. And of course, like the price point was an issue, but again, I mean, it's value. That's really what you're delivering to the table. And I believe that, not just from a business perspective, but from like a life perspective. I mean, think about the academy, like what you did with the super focus group and what you've been doing, bringing people, here. You've been bringing the teachings of the best, right? Elliot Hulse. You're bringing in Ido Portal, Dorian Yates. I mean, all these amazing people, and you've taken all their teachings and then you're providing that value out to the world. So like, there's so much more. I mean, it's the business accelerator is one part of it, but like the academy, like what you're teaching, you build the best you, right? So, yeah, and by the way, I just wanted to point this out, like Dan Pena is wrong about it being a process. It's about the journey. The process is within the journey. I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this one, but I just wanted to say you're spot on.
You're right, and he's wrong. That's all.
Okay.
But he's entitled to his opinion. But yeah, he keeps saying that, but he's wrong. What was I going to say? The first 2 or 3 weeks of the course, what did you find difficult? What did you think of what was happening? Your fellow classmates, everything.
I mean, classmates were like more than supportive. Like meeting, there's so many, like Sebastian, Gavin, Audrey, Matthew. I mean, like so many people with so much of potential, and they were just bringing it. Like honestly, the first few weeks were really good, but then of course like the challenges were like keeping up with the course, and but of course it's an 8-week accelerator program. You're supposed to come in and bring it. You can't expect. Yeah, it was more in my end where I did feel that a lot of personal things that come in. So like you call it resistance, right? So resistance that come in and like things got the better of me. So I understood like, but it also calls you out in your BS that you need to step up your game, and you're always very supportive. I would never expect anything less, and you did such a great job being team leader, and go Team Rose, #, Team Rose.
Right. What was the biggest challenge on the course for you?
The biggest challenge was, I guess, like getting through. I thought I liked structure because I'm an engineer, but like it's really the conflict between being an artist and then being a business owner, and I kind of understood that with this course. Like it made me understand that I'm actually truly an artist inside me, but then I'm trying to find out how to create a business, and like you shouldn't be conflicted, because an entrepreneur is one thing, and I understand it's like a fancy word, it's a very sexy, elusive word out there, but it's merging the two. And you've done this amazingly well. But like, are you an artist inside, like truly, Brian, or what do you feel? Like, are you an entrepreneur, an artist?
Yeah, I think we're all both, and I think you have to embrace both sides at certain times. But we all know the artist that doesn't get anything done, and we know the engineer that doesn't create. So that's interesting that you said you learned that about yourself, on this course.
Absolutely, yeah.
What changed about you personally? Like, how are you as a different person at the end of the course?
Just a lot more confident. Like, the vlogs, for example, like that. I know we finished 25% of the course, but like, let me tell you, if I did 100%, I think I could have got to much higher potential. But just 25%, I did the vlogs. By the 8th vlog, I did it for like a company in Dubai. I did it for like it was like a venue. Is an events company, so I was doing it there. And the second time when I went down there, and I was like, oh, I'm doing like another vlog, and they immediately recognized me, and they were like, oh, aren't you that Dubai vlogger? And then like the opportunities started coming in. People started calling me, and they were like, can we do something together? And I'm talking like big, like financial firms are calling me, and they were like, talking about like videos, and then also they were like talking about one thing was like videos, but also like opportunities for like further, like they wanted to work with me, but I didn't know exactly what to tell them because I didn't formulate everything. That's what I was saying, like if I could just finish up to the 100% and like formulate my business model and know exactly what I'm trying to sell. And I do have a good perspective now, so it's just about following through, and I will get on that, sir. I'll definitely get on that. Absolutely.
Biggest takeaway from the course, it's like something you think you're going to use for the next year or two, what would it be?
Biggest thing takeaway from the course, I guess becoming like a better version of yourself, right? That's what it is. It's like if you're trying to be the CEO of a company, then you need to be the best version of yourself, because your business is a reflection of who you are as an individual. So, you know, if you're a crappy person, you're going to own a crappy business. That's what I feel. You know, but if you're an awesome person and you're doing all these fantastic things and you're just, you're a better version and you're adding so much of value to other people, you know, you will definitely bring that out in your business. You're going to bring that on your teams. And like what you've done here, I mean, with Julian Bales, I mean, that's an amazing chemistry. Like I love that. Like whenever I see you guys in the webinars and stuff, I know you give them a lot of like a hard time and stuff, but that's the chemistry, and that's what you formulate. Like you form the team, and Lewis and Chris and Fritz and, you know, Alex and like all these guys, right? I mean, everybody brings this uniqueness to London Real, and like, yeah, you know how to pick them. So like, yeah, I'm complimenting you so much here.
Tell me about Mathews that didn't take the course versus Mathews that did take the course. What do you think where you think you'd be right now as far as your vision, or where you think?
In 2 months, like I got to tell you, it is an acceleration program. Like it's something that it fast forwarded me to get to this point. I mean, even the confidence like I have as far as like looking in front of a camera, I don't think I would have done that. Like, I mean, it would have probably taken me another. I was telling that to somebody, like it would probably take me another 2 years to even pick up a vlog camera like that and like, you know, have a conversation like that freely. But now it's just like, you know, you've like forced us and you've trained us, you know, go on social media. This is where you're building your business. You're building an online presence. And, you know, you were creating like these simulation models on Facebook. You were doing it on YouTube. You were doing it on Twitter, and like everything, like all of them just like fittings, you know, together. Like the pieces were just fitting well. So, you know, like kudos to you. Like I love that. I love the model, and it's I definitely want to get through the course. So I will finish the 75%.
Advice to someone who's on the fence, who's thinking, I'm not quite sure if I want to jump in the accelerator, or maybe I will. What do you tell them?
Yeah. I mean, other than like the financial investment, you should think more about it than a value. I mean, you know, something like where you like me, where you was on the sidelines. Like I didn't do anything for a year. Like I bought a domain name. So if that's all you've done and you said, oh, I'm running a business, you're not running a business, you're running a hobby. It's a hobby, it's not a business. You're not generating revenue, or you're not building teams, you're not building, you know, what's essential to be considered an actual, you know, business. So like that's what I would say if that's what you're striving for, the Business Accelerator program. But if that's not where you are and you're like, no, I have personal conflicts, I have things, go for the Life Accelerator, right? Public Speaking Accelerator. I mean, there's like so many things that you offer with London Real Academy. So depending on where you are, like I do feel that London Real has your best interest, and you could definitely learn a thing or two from what you have to offer. So thank you for that.
Mathews, it's been awesome having you on the course. You got amazing energy. And a year from now, I want to see you crushing it out on those sand dunes, interviewing Warren Buffett and all those other people. Because look, you got great energy, you have great skills. It's just about putting it all together. Awesome.
Well, thank you, Brian. Like, appreciate this. Like just meeting you and saying that you're my mentor is beyond me. So can I get a hug?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks, Brian.
Cool, man.